Hi, this is Lisa. In this video, we're going to talk about solving formulas for a specified variable. We'll use the same procedure we did for solving linear equations to solve the formula for a specified variable. In this case, you're trying to isolate one variable. Example number 1 says d equals rt, or distance equals rate times time. So we're multiplying here. We want to get the r by itself. Multiplication means we're going to divide by t. T divided by t cancels, and we're left with d over t equals r, or distance divided by time is rate. In example number 2, we have a similar problem here. Volume of a cube is length times width times height. I want to solve for L, means I need to divide by W and H. V divided by WH equals L. Now in MyLabs Plus, capital letters need to be typed in as capitals, lowercase letters as lowercase. It is case sensitive when you're trying to solve formulas. We've seen some equations with fractions in them. When you solve an equation with a fraction, first clear all the parentheses, then clear the fractions by multiplying by a common denominator. So in this example, 1/10 x equals 10. Our one and only denominator is 10, so I'm going to multiply both sides of my equation by 10. 10 divided by 10 cancels, leaving me with 1x, or x equals 10 times 10 is 100. In the next example, we have x divided by 4 equals 5. Common denominator here is 4. I'm going to multiply both sides of my equation by 4. 4 divided by 4 cancels, leaving me with x equals 20. We're going to use that same idea of clearing the fractions when we're working with formulas that have fractions in them as well. Area of a triangle is 1/2 the base times the height. I'm going to multiply both sides of my formula here by 2 to clear that fraction. And I get 2a equals. Now we're not distributing the 2 here, we're just multiplying. 2 times 1/2 is 1 times base times height. We get bh. The only time you distribute and multiply through by 2 is when you have addition and subtraction inside your parentheses. Now to finish this problem, we have base times height. So to get the height by itself, or to get just the h, we're going to divide both sides of our equation by b. And we wind up with 2a over b equals h. And there's our final answer. Example number 2 here says d equals h plus p over 2. Since this is all one fraction, I can just look at that denominator and multiply by 2 once. Now I said when you have addition and subtraction inside your parentheses, but this, the denominator, there's just one denominator that cancels. So we wind up with 2d equals h plus p. We're trying to get p by itself. So here I have the addition principle. H plus p, I need to subtract h from each side of my equation. And I get 2d minus h equals p. And there's my final answer. So pay close attention as to whether you have addition property, or, as we saw above here, we had the multiplication property. Example number 3. P equals 2L plus 2W. Solve for W. So we're trying to get W by itself. I have addition here though, so I'm going to subtract 2L from both sides of my equation so that I can get that term with W by itself. P minus 2L equals 2W. And now I have my multiplication property, 2 times W. I'm going to divide the entire side by 2. And I get P minus 2L over 2 equals W. Notice 2 times W divided by 2. 2 is multiplied by the entire rest of the denominator. That 2 cancels. P minus 2L2 is not a multiplicative factor of the entire numerator. We cannot cancel it in that part of the equation. A equals B times C plus D. I need to distribute to get rid of my parentheses first. This gives me A equals BC plus BD. I'm trying to solve for C. So here I'm trying to solve for C. I'm going to subtract BD from both sides of my equation. A minus BD equals BC. And to get C by itself, we need to divide both sides by B. A minus BD divided by B equals C. Be careful with the cases of your letters when you type them in for your answers. And this concludes the video on solving formulas for specified variables. Have a great day.